What's up, guys? This is the Vinyl Casket. I'm Nick. This is home to the lamest taste. Thank you so much for tuning in, whether this is live on Twitch at Vinyl Casket or more likely on my YouTube at The Vinyl Casket, where you can subscribe, like, and comment for tons of content like this and like other stuff. Today we will be doing the conclusion to a video I did that did pretty well the beginning a couple months ago, maybe February. I did a combined review on the Shaman King Kodansha release reprint 3-in-1 omnibuses, volumes 1 through 4. I have now finished volumes 5, 6, and 7. Last week, volume 8 came out, so I have to go find that and then read that, and I'll do an individual review on just that one, 3-in-1. So right now, I'll give you guys a nice picture of the spines that connect with the other 4 that are already out. So we jump right in after volume 4 with volume 4 of the omnibuses from volume 12 of the individual singles. We get volumes 13, 14, 15, then 16, 17, 18, then 19, 20, 21. So we finished this set of 3 on volume 21. So the way this review is going to go down is that I just talked about all 3 of them. I'll talk a little bit right now about the construction. Then we will talk about each individual 3-in-1, each chapter, what they do, story-wise, where they lead into, and I'll finish up with what we're going to be leading into with the next 3-in-1 that is already out as of now of April 2022. Once I finish this, well, right now, I'm going into all the singles that I have amassed. Not a lot. I kind of cut myself off. But when I got all these, started getting all these omnibuses around Christmas, I had only read and had volumes 1 through 3, omnibus 1. So I decided that when I got volumes 2, 3, 4, and 5, then bought 6, then got 7. Yes. That I was going to read the whole series up until the last thing that was out. I haven't gotten volume 8. I just finished volumes of Omnibus 7 today. So in the meantime, I have gotten a couple singles. Some series that I need, my favorite series I need to catch up. I'm pretty sure I'm behind on Jujutsu Kaisen by 2 volumes. I'm behind on In Another World with my smartphone. I'm behind on what's the one I really like? Starts with can I see it? Eden Zero, not an O. Eden Zero, I'm pretty sure I'm behind 2 volumes, but I'm now caught up, so now I can do that. So next month I'll actually have a video where I do all the manga I read that month that isn't just the same series. So let's hop in construction wise. These are 3-in-1s. They're thicker. Here is volume 3 of Rent a Girlfriend. So to see what a single is also Kodansha, but this is Kodansha's taller books that are more centered for adults, so they make them a little bit wider. So this is about the same dimensions as a regular single shonen style manga, right? This is a little bit bigger. I can't go across the room to grab a regular sized one, but this is an oversized one, but the thickness is the same. This is the same thickness as a regular single manga volume. So it's basically, like 3 of them. There are extras in here that were not included in the regular Shonen Jump releases. If you don't know, that originally Shaman King was put out and distributed by Viz Media and Shonen Jump magazine. They were recently acquired by Kodansha and now being reprinted in the 3-in-1s through Kodansha. Extra material that was released in magazines later on after these, as the series went on, remakes and remixes of established stories that were remade in better quality later on in the line are all included in here in the proper order, with extra artwork, widespread double page covers. Anything that was ever created is jammed into these things. It is a paperback, so it is kind of flimsy. They do take on damage pretty well. It's not that easy. I've been reading these on the train, and honestly, the reading wear isn't bad. The spine is still pretty straight, maybe a little bit of a curve, but at the top, corners are pretty solid. I think this is just normal wear that all my manga really gets. The flap corners is what kind of wear on these, but that's just because I gave it through heavy wear. Page quality, perfect. There was one omnibus I'll talk about that had a little bit of light inking on pages, where certain pages in one volume or one chapter were just really dark on one page, and you flip the page and they're really light, like the printer that was printing this out or inking or whatever it was, like, needed a new cartridge when they printed my volume. But I'm assuming that's just a one-off, if not a scan problem, maybe the copy that they used the scans to make these from was damaged. Okay, Hiroyuki Taiyaki, we got volumes 13 through 15. We start this omnibus. I love how every single volume in each of these gives you a breakdown of the characters. So as new characters are added, they add them into the first page before the volume starts. So you get all these cool characters, all this individual artwork, and some bios. Then it breaks down what chapters are in them, what page in the omnibus the chapter is. Some really cool artwork on top. So we start volume 13 with chapter 108, and we end, let me find, oh, come on, it's got to be around here, otherwise I passed it. No, I passed it. Okay. Sorry, I just like to tell you guys. Oh, okay, here we go. So then, as you see, a lot more characters going into the last volume of this 3-in-1, and we get really cool artwork on this page, and we end this volume of omnibuses. We started with chapter 108. We end with chapter 134. So we get almost 30 chapters right here, right? Yeah, almost 30 chapters. So yeah, we start off where Omnibus 4, Volume 12 left off. We are in America, and we're in the second stage of the Shaman King tournament. Our heroes have just made it to the Patch Village and have experienced and met the Great Spirit. So we get to see their whole interaction with the Great Spirit and how this has opened up some innate ability in all of them. We lose track of Linzerg. He goes missing. We eventually find out that he is joined into the X-Laws, which is this faction in here. We get a little bit more establishment of how and who How is, and his team going into this tournament round of the Shaman King tournament. We find out that you have to have a 3-man team. We meet Joko, which his origin in this is established within these chapters. It's really cool. I really liked Joko. I like his spirit, which is the jaguar, which you don't really get that much of his spirit talking. He's pretty much a silent spirit, but he's really cool when he's activated. And they form a team. Him, Horo Horo, and Ren, Team Ren. And then with Linzergong, Ryu and not Ho. Why can't I think? Yo and Ryu have to find a new teammate, and it ends up being the guy that tried to kill him, Faust, in the earlier chapters. In the was this his first battle, his second battle in the initial round. Faust gets reestablished as a really cool character with a really cool mentality and purpose and goal, and I really like the way Faust and Ryu like basically would put down their whole lives for Yo, and that's really cool. So you get the team, you get Joko established. Linzer goes to the X-Laws, get some more stuff with the patch. Anna doing her crazy thing. Now learning how's special technique and teaching it to Yo and a bunch of the other guys, and having the two golem spirits. She's super powerful. Then the tournament starts. You get to see the first round, which was a How team versus Ren's team, and Ren and Horo just make the new guy Joko do the whole thing. He takes on all three of these guys, which is the Boz Boys, which is that band that end up becoming good later on. Basically just beats their asses, and then their like almost dead bodies are being used as shields for the spirits of the mariachi guy that they're facing. That was a sick battle. He really kicked their ass. Just one guy. There was a couple of chapters. We got his backstory, which was really cool. He's from New York. He was involved in gangs. He'd killed multiple people as a kid. He was shooting people in the head. And this whole shaman thing is his redemption. He met this shaman from like Africa that taught him all this stuff, and gave him his spirit animal. And this is a whole redemption arc. It's really cool how he's going out of his way to be a comedian. You get some more Tales of Fubari Hill here. Then we get the establishment of this Egyptian group that gets their asses beat. Well, that's later on. Yeah, Horo takes on the remaining of that battle. Ren kicks some ass. We get a picture of How looking like Super Saiyan 3. So that battle, the problem is these battles take forever. They take like whole volumes. Linzerg is established as part of X-Laws. The Bars brothers, they admit that they're good now. You get the Egyptian team versus like the number one team from the X-Laws, which is Linzerg. This guy Marco, and their leader, who is this girl that's torturing herself constantly, like hurting herself to use her powers. It's very strange. She has this real weird god spirit. That was a crazy battle. The Iron Maiden is what she called. Like, it's just really sick artwork throughout this whole arc. I think this is my favorite artwork yet. I love the power sets. They just get crazier and crazier. Yeah, I think that's really, you get that, and then volume 15 is just some background story leading into Yo's first battle against the Icemen. Does the battle start? No, it doesn't start yet. And then, yes, it does start, and it establishes that Yo has this new sword ability, and that Amidamaru has advanced into some like crazy spirit form. Um, and then this is what I was saying about Faust and Ryu having crazy powers now because Anna taught them all this technique. Um, they're all badasses now. I really love how strong this team is. And then, the Icemen get defeated. Right? We go into volume 16 in Omnibus 6, which is where we get the conclusion of the battle between the Icemen. It's wrapped up, and then Ren being approached by Hao to join his team, and Ren says no. Obviously, Linzerg sneaks out of the X-Law's base to talk to Yo, and they're encountered by the rest of the team. You get another team of X-Laws that have to go up against Hao's team, and they are killed. Their souls are fed to the Spirit of Fire. That was really cool. I really love the artwork in this series, especially now. It's gotten so good. We finally get the origin story of Hao being Yo's twin brother, and Hao is his ancestor, but he was able to able to reincarnate himself into the body of one of the twins, which is why he looks so young, but he isn't young. And that Yo is the only one that can defeat him because of that. I love that because in the current Netflix anime, they start the show with that. You don't get that until volume like 16, 17. I loved that. You get some more Linzberg stuff. It really establishes Yo's family finally. His dad's a badass. Ren's a badass here. Yeah, you get to see his dad wearing the mask. And his dad is entered in the team. We get to see the two patch guys that are actually on Hao's side. One of them, his brother, was killed by Ren when Ren was a kid and freaking out and just being evil. We get to see some really cool shit from Ren's brother with her spirit, her ghost corpse. The Panda Spirit came out. A lot of really cool. So we're not in an actual tournament battle, but we're getting some really cool shit in between battles here. Like, that's just cool. I love Blackout pages. Yeah, and then some more Frost stuff. Jiao Chi shit. And then Ren's killed. And then we had to call the Iron Maiden to bring him back to life. So yeah, and then Yo's dad and the two spirits, they are able to fight. Anna's fighting, and they get to that tournament. Then we hop into volumes 19 through 21, where this mostly focused, in my opinion, as a prologue. So this is when Ren dies, and Yo has, in order to get Ren back, he has to give up. They meet with the X-Laws, and he has, in order to get Ren alive, he has to drop out of the Shaman King tournament, and he does it. So then we spend almost 2 volumes doing a flashback of Yo's first spirit ally, which was Hao's spirit ally, which was the split tail cat that taught him all this shit, which is really cool. But that's basically what it is, and how he met Anna, and how they became friends, and how Anna was so powerful and dangerous, and how Yo basically saved her life, and that's why they have such a big connection together. And how he found out about demons and fought demons when he was a kid. Then we focus on Ren coming back to life. And then they get attacked by the Icemen get ambushed by Big Bill, and Horo goes after him, and is almost killed, and then is saved by Linzerg. Horo's dad's an asshole. There's a dude that basically is just a head floating in a body of Legos. And that's basically where we end it. Linzerg has an angel now, but also has his original spirit ally. Bunch of guys are fighting Ryu. Yeah, and that's where it ends. That's volume 21. Eventually, probably this month, I will pick up Omnibus 8 with volumes 22, 23, and 24 in it. Very excited about that. I do like the covers, right? Faust, Linzerg, Faust, and Horo. On the sides, we got Ryu, Ren, and Horo. On the back is my favorite thing that they do, is the weird Shaman pictures of Yo in all sorts of different garb that we never get to see him in the actual show or manga. This is him and Anna dressed as if they were part of Horo's village. This I don't know, but it's dope. It's like super shamatic. I love it. And this one's one of my favorites. Can't really see it, but it's in terms of the Icemen. If he was living in the village of the Icemen. Yeah, sick. I'm obsessed with these things because they made it so easy for me to catch up and read a series that I loved as an anime growing up. And I know the anime and the manga differ a lot eventually. And I'm so excited to be able to read these and now to be almost caught up and be caught up with my collection and be able to finally go into my singles. So far, I give this series out of 5. I give it like an almost 5 out of 10, a 5 out of 5, like a 4.9. They're amazing. I know people complain about 3-in-1s, about Kodansha, and I think these things have held through. I beat the crap out of these books. And they're pretty good. It's this one. Got a little bit of damage down here, but that was my fault. Trying to see if I can show you the pages that were like light on ink. I'm making this video so long. Yeah. So like that's not it. I can't now that here. Like they were like this. So see how faded it is? But if I go right here, this is what it's supposed to look like. So it was randomly scattered, but I'm just assuming that maybe the cartridge or something needed to get changed and it was skipping. Like, it's not supposed... You see how, like, light that is? I'm assuming this is just a production error. It has nothing to do with all of them looking like that. Love this series. Almost 5 out of 5. 4.9 out of 5. Incredible series. Definitely read it. Highly recommend. Check out the Netflix readaptation of the anime. And remember to do me the biggest favor you can and stay lame.